Hello there. Today's session will introduce the My Course Plan feature of Career Cruising. At the end of this session, you will have been introduced to the My Course Plan page and the general steps necessary to create next year's schedule. All students should take this seriously, as the courses you select here are the ones you will actually see on your schedule in the fall. Today's discussion will also include the importance of such things as prerequisites required to take a certain course, graduation requirements, and so on. So let's begin. Of course, you will need to log into Career Cruising to get started. From your home page, click on the My Plan link found just underneath your name in the top left corner of the screen. On the My Plan page, select the My Course Plan link found on the left-hand side of the page. You are now on the My Course Plan page, the location for your course entries that will determine your schedule for next year. As a current junior, you will be making entries for your senior year, or in other words, in the 12th grade column. You will notice different colored boxes. The tan boxes reflect course areas that are graduation requirements. The white boxes reflect elective courses, and you will also see gray boxes that are provided for entry of courses that you would not mind taking if your other courses are full or otherwise not available. If you previously entered course selections in the 12th grade column, remove this information in each box by clicking on it, followed by selecting the Delete button. Now let's look at the graduation tracking blue box found in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. In this example, you will notice that this student has completed 14 of the 22.5 credits required for graduation. These credits have either been already accomplished in the previous grades or are already scheduled in your current grade. Now let's click on the white Learn More box. This is an incredibly important box that includes course areas necessary for not only earning your diploma, but also to help you understand that you're on track to meet college entrance requirements. Next to the course areas, if you have already accomplished a graduation requirement, either already accomplished or are planned currently to be taking it, it will show up as a check mark. Once those check marks are accomplished, you have met high school graduation requirement. To the right of the course requirements areas, you'll see the number of credits required for graduation. And then on the far right of this box, you'll find earned, planned, and remaining credits for this particular student. Let's take a closer look at this particular student's needs. Looking at English, we can see that this student is currently planned for 0.05 credit with 1.5 remaining. In social studies, 1 credit is planned, 1.5 is earned, leaving 0.5 that must be scheduled. In the area of math, this is a little more complicated for this student in that there was a course failure, and so the counselor will need to be accessed to find some sort of recapture for this credit. In the area of science, 1 credit remains, PE and health 0.5, art 1 full credit a full year, and then the rest can be any other elective that the student may choose. So this is the diploma and certifications box, and we'll be referring back to that, and you will need to as well as you're filling out your electives. I can tell your confidence is rising. So let's look at course entries in the 12th grade column. The first requirement box is social studies. Click on that box and you'll notice you have the option to select either civics or United States politics and government. In this case, we will select civics. If you're unsure of the course you should take in this category, please speak with your social studies teacher. You will also want to speak with your English teacher as well to determine which English class you should take. I'm referring to the second box in the 12th grade column. Click on English. In this case, you'll have a number of different options to select. For our purposes today, we will select semesters 1 and 2 of senior literature. And now we're ready for electives. At this point, let's go back to the Learn More box. We spoke previously about the remaining column in the courses that we see there. Remember that you have courses earned as well as some courses that are already either being taken currently or are already planned. So those will have affected your remaining totals on the right side. In this case, having added our civics now shows that the social studies credit will be covered by the courses we've either taken or have already scheduled. Now we can refer back to our electives. If this student was university bound, we would need to add at this point 2 years of the same world language, chemistry or physics, an extra social studies credit somewhere, and then even a senior math. For our purposes today, let's go back to electives and enter the following classes. First, we'll enter chemistry. This fulfills not only a science requirement, but helps the student to fulfill a university focus. Next, we'll enter a PE class because the student required PE for graduation. Volleyball will be entered at this time. And for our purposes today, we notice the student also needed a full art credit, so we'll enter ceramics. At this point, the student would continue to enter elective credits that would fulfill graduation requirements first, followed by any additional electives the student may want to take. At this point, if a student was university bound, it would be important for them to remember to take a full schedule, despite maybe having enough credits that would allow them to take early dismissal or late arrival. This is not recommended for students that are university bound. The same would go for TAs, for example. So you continue to add elective credits until your full schedule reaches 6 credits for the year. Once you've entered all of your electives that you require to get to the 6 credit point, you now need to enter a few alternate courses. Click on the gray boxes that are listed as alternate several times and enter at least 2 to 3 additional elective courses that you would not mind taking if your primary choices are unavailable or full. Alternates are important to you and to your counselor. They need to know your alternatives as to classes you wouldn't mind taking if conflicts would come up. At this point, you've entered your electives, your main requirements, and alternates, and you're pretty much done with course planning at this point. Do not click Submit at this time, however. Wait until your counselor has had a chance to review your course selections during their visit. Good luck with this course scheduling task.